Morning, everyone. I'm Ashley, and I'm coming at you from Colonial Gardens on a beautiful August day. Today, we're going to talk about designing some flower beds and some of the flowers that go into them. We're going to individually rate each one and talk a little bit about them. My main goal for my flower bed that I planted behind me was to be deer resistant, super pollinator friendly, and to look whimsical, to match our fairy garden theme and just be super inviting. Today we're going to rate the annuals because those are ones that we weaved in for this specific season. The garden bed has a rock theme and kind of like a ledge. So to go with that theme, I wanted to pick in things that would fill out and look bubbly and be inviting. So one of my favorite flowers, my favorite one of the day, are these Profusion Zinnias. They stay shorter than most of the varieties of zinnias, but they fill out very quickly. And I've noticed this summer that they need a little bit less maintenance than some of the other ones. So even though they're filling out nicely, you don't have to necessarily come out and mess with them every day. My second favorite flower of this season, I'd recommend 9 out of 10 are these little Gomphrenias. So they are deer resistant, which match our bill. And they create a really nice border. They only get about 10 inches tall, and they fill in really quickly. So they have these cute little puff flowers, which the bees seem to really enjoy. And sticking with that pollination theme, we planted the annual salvia. And if you see, all of just the bees really enjoy the salvia. I would rate that maybe 8 out of 10 because it's beautiful, it's pollinator friendly, it's drought tolerant, but you do have to deadhead a little bit more than some of the other plants that are in here just to keep them blooming. So that's the only thing I'd say wouldn't make it a 10 out of 10. One of the other flowers we planted is an annual dianthus. So just like some of our other flowers, they're also deer resistant. But these ones have cute, fringy little delicate flowers. So they just added to that whimsical nature of this garden. And then all the way over here, we planted a plant called Nicotiana. It actually comes from the nicotine family, so that's how it gets its name. But it's an annual that grows here. And it has this cute little 5-star point flower. That just gives a unique addition to your flower beds, and once again is also deer and bunny resistant. So we used it here as part of the border. It just fills in nicely and gets bushy.
So Ashley, what would you rate the Nicotiana?
It's not my favorite one, but it does fit all of our requirements for this garden. So I'd probably say 7 out of 10. It isn't quite as drought resistant as some of the other flowers. So as everything has filled in and we are not watering it every day, I have noticed that those ones become a little more dry quickly.
I feel like when it's happy, I would agree 7 out of 10. But if you take a look, like some of the other ones, as you mentioned,
Sad, yeah.
Sad. So like not as low maintenance maybe as we want out of some of our garden beds, but definitely not touched by anything. So that's nice.
Yes.
Ashley, how do you feel like your garden turned out this year?
I was very pleasantly surprised how everything filled in super lush and just grew together. I tried to really pay attention when I planted the things so that the taller things were in the back and it was layered, even though they're all close enough that it just filled in and made almost like a blanket over the flower bed. And the bees seem to love it, so I'd call it a success.
Goals met. Great job.
Thanks.